Article 7, collateral documents, and obviously, all these articles are tentatively agreed to.
Right,
If something
right.
were to come up, then we'd have to open up other things if they're affected by it. Collateral documents, adding the, or inserting the phrase last amended November 2014, we're agreeing to that.
Okay, that's fine. That was in our, we thought we agreed, but hadn't
We did
been
agree.
official.
No,
Yeah,
but
I know, I'm agreeing. Yep.
Union insignia, we're changing 1.5 inches to 2 inches.
Correct, that's fine.
To, Article 9, employee information, where in a sentence, the information will be provided within 2 business days following a written request from the union, and not more than, there's no once quarterly word for,
Yep.
Article 10, which is union dues deduction, Article 11, which is bargaining at work, and Article 12, which is no individual agreements at all, the status quo and change from a current contract or,
Correct. They're not in there because.
No change.
Right, but they are no change, right, so that's.
Status quo.
And I think there's a benefit to getting this on the recording, because if there is, I want to, give the, I guess, the disclaimer or whatever, that if there is something, I skim through these things, the best I can, but the understanding is the status quo.
No, I agree.
Article 13, bulletin boards with the deletion of location 8.
8, yep.
And the addition of 14 and 15 and 16, but I guess we're gonna have to adjust the numbers, right?
Correct, yeah,
So
it'll become.
9 actually becomes 8 and so on.
Right, right.
Anyway, we're agreeing to that.
Okay, that's fine, that's everything. There's 2 pages to that article.
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm using my time to do this. Okay. So I'm using my time.
Article 14, union visitation, and Article 15, review of personnel records are unchanged, status quo confirmed.
Correct.
Doing that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you understand.
No. All right. I'm good with that.
All right, let's see that.
And I'll tell you.
Article 16, union stewards is still open at this time.
I'll give you. You can bring some in.
Article 17, union leave account is still open at this time. And a question on Article 17, how would you plan on facilitating the, these deductions as far as, yeah, this is one of those things, I mean, the first full pay period in January 16, I guess we're already in that pay period, so.
Yeah, we'll have to change it.
We're gonna have to have the ability to change that date, I mean, is that
Right,
something?
yeah, no, I will have to change the date, yeah. I'll just say on the first full pay period after ratification and each January thereafter.
Do it after implementation.
After implementation. And each January thereafter, the county will deduct, and so how would we propose doing this? Is that we would probably send a notification out to all of the county employees that are affected, that are in the bargaining unit, telling them that, our plan was to deduct the 2 hours unless they notified us that they did not want that to occur, in which case we'd have to fill out a form saying I decline, because we intended to do it sort of more proactively, you know, to actually take it unless we're told otherwise.
Do we have enough union members to make that viable without just the bargaining unit?
Well, you have 250 approximately, so probably.
400 out, to just take it from the union members?
We can change the language if that's
What do you
legal.
think?
Is that legal? I guess
Well, this
it's not.
contract applies to the entire bargaining.
Oh, that's, yeah, you're right,
So-
you're right.
And take the
You're right.
benefit of it,
Yep.
right?
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, you're negotiating on behalf of them,
Yes,
that's why we say
you're right.
bargaining unit, so.
Article 18,
All right, so just
it's
so that I'm
still-
clear.
17 still open.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
Article 18, probationary employees. I think we can agree to this if in section C, if that paragraph is prefaced with the sentence, when agreed to by the union, comma, the probationary period may be extended by a number of days, and continue on with the exact same language. Currently now,
Well,
extending a probationary period is, you just don't do it, it can't be done. Shall not be extended with current languages. And we're willing to get involved with extending the probationary periods, we just want to,
we'll notify you, but I don't want to have you agree to it, because I'm not
right now
gonna.
you can't do it at all.
Well, that's fine, but it's an open article then, and so we intend to put it in place.
I think what it needs to be bargained for, and currently there's no, so you're not willing to, right now you have no right to extend. You're asking to have the complete total, unbridled right, and we're trying to come to meet you in the middle halfway, but you don't want to do that.
Well, no, I mean, we want 90 days. You
I
don't
don't care
want
about the
anything.
90 days or 60 days.
Yeah.
That
well,
doesn't bother me.
our-
It's just the fact that if you're going to extend it, we want to just be able to just give the blessings to it, that we know that there's a reason for it. You know, other than, it's just, someone else to just extend someone's probation. Okay, now, I know the argument's going to be, I've heard it a million times, what's the matter, union, don't you want, you know, you give someone an opportunity, sure we do. We just want to make sure it's done for the right reason. You know, and
No,
currently-
I'm not either. First of all, it puts you in a position of
Bad position.
having to deal with a bargaining unit employee that's not a dues-paying member and making the call whether their probation should be extended or
Since
not.
when do you believe that because an
Well-
employee is on probation that they're not eligible to be a member?
Oh, they could pay you dues if they
Yeah.
want to. Sure they can.
A lot of times they do.
Yeah, but
But you can't, they have no
Just-
rights to appeal a termination, so.
slows the evaluation process down and whether we're gonna do it or not. Of course, your way
Well,
can
and-
speed it up.
Well, I'm hearing a couple different things here. First of all, whether we decide to represent somebody or not represent somebody, that's our decision. Right?
No, not if they're on probation. They don't have a right to appeal if they're on probation.
I didn't say that we have a right to protest an unjust discipline. I said represent a member. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that a member can be represented for, other than just an unjust termination or a challenge to a.
Here's my problem with it, okay? So on day 89, on day, whatever, 179, so one day before, the department decided, hey, we're gonna extend this probation. So, now we gotta go ask the union. Union goes, yeah, I'll get back to you Tuesday, you know, on the 185th day. Well, come on, I mean, that's a game. So now all of a sudden, we've lost the ability to
That's
do it
not
because
the
we didn't
intent.
get.
That's not the intent at all.
I-
And furthermore, that just drives home the fact that, it seems to me that whoever's making that decision hadn't adequately prepared, to do the right thing and evaluate this employee. It just further drives home with the issue. That if management was functioning properly, it would be long before the day before a probationary period ends, that they will have sat down, and decide what their defects are and have a meeting with them and explain to them what's going on. So I'm not interested in looking for,
Okay, that's open.
Yeah, okay.
Nineteen? Contract
Since the leave account is still open, this one has to be.
20 we already talked about it being open.
I have an idea for a solution to the grievance and arbitration procedure, at least as it relates to school activity and our proposal is that students get paid for all union activity, you know, or whatever is requested by them while they're working. We do know that if they,
Are you on Article 19, I'm sorry?
I'm on 20.
20, okay, I'm sorry.
Grievance and arbitration procedure. And so that I believe I have a resolution, a proposal that might work. And the paragraph, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th paragraph down, it begins with grievance meetings conducted. Under this article shall be held at times mutually agreeable to the county and the union, and as much as practicable shall be held during scheduled work hours. The grievance, and what I'd like to insert there would be a comma, the designated union steward, comma, and any other employee or employees who the county and the union mutually agree a necessary resolution agreement shall suffer no loss of pay. At least just get that. When a member is requesting that a steward be present, if you're willing to agree to that, we could probably wrap up a lot of different things. The leaf pool, you know, the steward's article that is, has some of this reference in there. That's all we're asking, is that when someone is called upon as a steward, that he or she, you know, doesn't suffer a loss of pay just for the time during the grievance hearing. I think it's fair, I think it's reasonable.
That's asking a lot, because what that's asking us to do, which is a point you've made before, is that, you know, we've hired employee John Doe to do X. And then we're paying them to do X, and now suddenly they're not doing X, they're sitting on your side of the table, you know, in some kind of grievance conference.
Well, look at the following sentence, though.
You should
It
be
says,
paying them to do that.
And any other employee or employees whom the county and the union mutually agree are necessary to the resolution of the grievance. Okay, so, if the union steward is, intimately involved with the grievance, knows the details of it, or if that employee, does not want to go it alone, and if the steward that's been working with him is to be there to represent him, so they don't have to wait for a week and a half for a business agent to be freed up to come down and have a meeting. I don't understand what the harm is.
Well, the harm is you have, you know, when you talk about it as a single grievance, it doesn't seem like very much. But over the course of the year, for the number of employees and issues that we seem to be able to identify, we could have a union steward spending, you know, a quarter of their time every year not working at the job that they were hired for, but working for the union.
I can assure you there'll be no difference than what's already been experienced so far.
Well, and quite frankly, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I mean, I think the union leave pool actually handles that, because what we're saying is we're gonna set this period, you know, this pool of time that you'll have access to, so you will be paid, it's from the union leave pool, and you can use it for that. So that was the whole purpose of that.
I don't know what the pool balance is going to be, I just don't know.
Well, I
don't want
hope
to
it doesn't
interfere with
exceed
the ability
500
to-
hours, because if it does, then we're gonna have a real concern about that, and then that would be all the more reason we would say no. So, I mean, it seems like even with your dues paying members, you have at least 500 hours in there. It should not exceed that, and to the extent you're worried it would, then we would obviously be very.
I'm not worried about it being exceeded, I'm just worried about that should be better applied for something that doesn't involve specific meetings. It's something that's bargaining, we seem to spend a whole lot of time bargaining.
John,
Well-
our position is that if they're not doing the job they were hired to do by the county, they're not working for the county, and they shouldn't be paid by the county.
Except
They want to be
when-
paid by their
except-
coworkers or by you.
Except
We're
when
okay with
you,
that.
except when you agree that the person that's there is necessary to help resolve the grievance.
Well,
Then
let me
it's
ask you
okay.
this, I've had
Right?
2 or 3 different grievance meetings, you've been at every one, so there's been a steward sitting there, but then, well, why are they there? If
Okay.
you're there.
My question, well, it's kind of funny because your predecessor said the exact opposite. Why are you here all the time, John, when you have stewards? So,
Well, I would say that, but I'm not gonna.
John,
What I'm saying is it's your choice, but why do you need 2? Why do you need 3? I mean,
I don't
that's-
need 2 or 3 stewards at every single meeting. I don't.
John,
I know.
can we caucus? Can we caucus?
Sure, regardless.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay, we're taking a break at 11:10.
Kevin, are you guys going upstairs?
How long are you guys gonna be?
Oh, for how long is it?
Shouldn't be, maybe 15 minutes tops.
Probably all
So we'll
right.
leave this here then, here for TA files, I'm just gonna read my.
Please ask for a copy of plant mechanic 1 job description, plant mechanic 2 job description, utility worker 2.
Well, we'll get them for you, I don't think we'll have time to run and get it right now.
Okay, thank you very much, thank you very much. We'll do it at lunch, but I told him already, I'm not getting beat out of 3 lunches in a row.
I'll go ahead and, I'm just saying, we probably can't have another 15 minutes, but which one?
No, that's fine, that's fine,
One, two,
when we
utility
break,
worker.
when we break for lunch, because I'm not getting beat out of lunch.
I'll make the request now, so hopefully.
We're
by
gonna break
lunch
for
we'll-
lunch at 1 o'clock, because
Yeah.
No, we ain't.
the bargaining session was posted from 10 to 1.
Right.
So push on to 1 o'clock and you can merge lunch and dinner.
Thank you, Jim, we appreciate that.
I'm just pointing out that that's what they were supposed to do. So
Yeah.
that's what the public,
You're right.
that's when the public thinks we're meeting.
We'll see how concerned they are.
Well, you had 2 people here from the public.
They weren't allowed to speak.
And one's an alternate.
Right.
Right?
It's not on board. All right, so